Oh, God. Oh.
For years, people said that one scandal and one bad movie ended her career.
Yeah, she doesn't care about us.
Listen, she's crazy about you and she's gonna...
But the real story is much bigger than that.
You don't play squash.
I don't know that. They just met me.
There is one moment that seems to show how much had changed. Meg Ryan was sitting across from British television host Michael Parkinson. The interview had become tense. He asked what she would do if she were in his chair.
In other words, if you were me, what would you do now?
Ryan looked at him and said, "Wrap it up."
We'll just wrap it up.
It was only a short answer, but soon it was everywhere. The actress once known for her warm smile was suddenly being called difficult. How did one of the most loved stars in Hollywood reach that point? And why did she seem to disappear soon after? If you enjoy stories that look past the gossip, gently tap the like button, and let's get into it. Long before Hollywood called her America's sweetheart, Meg Ryan was Margaret Mary Emily Ann Hyra, a girl from Connecticut. Her father was a math teacher. Her mother had acted and later worked in casting. Meg didn't spend her childhood dreaming about red carpets. She wanted to study journalism. Acting started as a way to earn money while she was in college. She appeared in commercials, took small roles, and joined the soap opera As the World Turns. Then came Top Gun. Ryan played Carol, the cheerful wife of Goose. She didn't have much screen time, but people remembered her. In a movie full of fast planes and big personalities, she felt natural. She seemed like someone you might actually know. That became her special gift. Meg Ryan could make a written line sound like she had just thought of it. Sometimes she would pause or laugh in the middle of a sentence. Her characters weren't perfect. They felt alive. While making Inner Space, she met Dennis Quaid. The two fell in love and later married. To the public, they looked like one of Hollywood's happiest couples. But Ryan's biggest change was still ahead. When Harry Met Sally turned her from a promising actress into a star. The movie asked a simple question. Can a man and a woman stay friends without falling in love? Billy Crystal played Harry, a man who thought he understood everything about relationships. Ryan played Sally, a smart and careful woman who often proved that he didn't. Then came the diner scene. Sally pretends to have a very private moment at a crowded table, just to show Harry that men don't always understand women as well as they think.
Oh. Oh, God. Oh, yeah, right there. Oh.
The joke was impossible to forget. But the scene worked because Ryan was doing more than telling a joke. Sally could be stubborn and awkward, yet she always felt real. Viewers didn't only laugh with her, they trusted her. That trust followed Ryan into her next films. In Sleepless in Seattle, she and Tom Hanks spend most of the movie apart. Somehow, Ryan still makes us believe that these two strangers belong together. In You've Got Mail, she plays a small bookstore owner who falls for a man online, without knowing that he is also the business rival threatening her store. Those films felt safe in the best possible way. People knew they might cry, but they also knew they would leave smiling. The secret wasn't that Ryan always looked happy. Her characters worried. They made mistakes. Sometimes they had no idea what they were doing. Ryan made viewers believe that everything might still turn out okay. Ryan tried other kinds of roles too. She played a mother dealing with alcohol addiction in When a Man Loves a Woman. She appeared in the military drama Courage Under Fire. In Joe versus the Volcano, she even played 3 different women. She was showing everyone that she could do more. But Hollywood kept asking for the same Meg Ryan. Before we go further, tell me in the comments which Meg Ryan movie you remember most. I have a feeling When Harry Met Sally and You've Got Mail are going to lead the list.
What should I have said to a man who has made my professional life a misery?
Tell me something, really. How do you sleep at night?
Fight. Fight to the death.
In life, they're at odds.
She's beautiful, but she's a pill.
Online, they're in love.
By the end of that part of her career, Meg Ryan's name could sell a movie. That sounds like freedom. In some ways, it was. But it also became a cage. America's Sweetheart wasn't just a friendly nickname. It came with rules. She was expected to be sweet in every interview. She was expected to make people comfortable. She was expected to keep smiling, even when strangers asked about painful parts of her life. Most of all, people expected her real life to look like one of her movies. Imagine millions of strangers thinking they know you because they have watched you fall in love on a screen. Then imagine those same strangers judging you on one of the hardest days of your life. That was the strange position Ryan was in. That was never going to last. Ryan's marriage to Dennis Quaid began to fall apart. While making Proof of Life, she became involved with her co-star, Russell Crowe. The press quickly turned the situation into a simple story. Meg Ryan, the woman famous for perfect romance, had ruined her own perfect marriage. Real life was more complicated. Ryan later said that the marriage had been troubled for a long time, and that Quaid had not been faithful to her. But the public had already chosen the hero and the villain. The judgment was harsh because people weren't only reacting to a divorce. They felt as if the women Ryan had played had betrayed them. Those were movie characters. But after years of watching Ryan play them, many people forgot where the characters ended and the real woman began. At the same time, Hollywood itself was changing. Big romantic comedies were becoming less common. Younger actresses were being offered many of the leading roles. And, as so often happens, male stars were allowed to grow older, while female stars were judged for it. People also began picking apart Ryan's appearance. Photos of her face were compared. Strangers guessed about medical and beauty procedures they could not possibly know about. Ryan didn't owe the public an explanation about her face. The important part is what that cruel conversation showed. People wanted America's Sweetheart to stay young and unchanged forever. No real person can do that. Then Ryan made the choice that came to define the next part of her career. She starred in the Cut, directed by Jane Campion. This wasn't a warm love story. It was a dark mystery about an English teacher pulled into a murder case.
Well, another girl's been murdered. This guy likes blood.
Ryan played Franny, a woman who feels lonely and unsure of the people around her. Franny was closed off and much more sexual than Ryan's earlier characters. She didn't smile to make the audience feel safe. She was almost the opposite of the Meg Ryan people thought they knew. The movie divided critics and failed at the box office. Soon, people began calling it the film that destroyed her career. But think about what Ryan was trying to do. She had spent years being told that she was always the same. Then, when she took a real risk, people attacked her for being different. Male actors often receive praise for playing ugly, frightening, or uncomfortable characters. Ryan made a similar choice, and much of the discussion became about how she had damaged her image. The message was clear. America's Sweetheart was allowed to change, but only if the audience approved of the change. During the promotion for In the Cut, Ryan appeared on Parkinson's television show. From the beginning, she seemed uncomfortable. Parkinson pushed her about the film, her private life, and whether she even wanted to be there. Ryan gave short answers. Parkinson became frustrated. Then came the moment when she told him to wrap up the interview.
Well, just wrap it up.
The clip was treated like proof that Meg Ryan had fooled everyone. The warm woman from the movies, some people decided, had never been real. But years later, Parkinson admitted that he had lost his temper.
I mean, we're both in a fairly grim mood, I think, for various reasons. Boyfriend had left and all that. The film she was promoting, she knew wasn't very good. And for the fact that I don't know what happened. I just took against her.
Ryan said she had felt judged and attacked. Watching the interview now, it doesn't look like a great star suddenly revealing a terrible personality. It looks like two people having a bad conversation on television. That is all it should have been. Most of us get to have a bad conversation without millions of people watching. Ryan didn't have that luxury. If you like documentaries that look beyond an old headline and ask what really happened, subscribe to the channel. That is exactly what we do here. Ryan kept acting after In the Cut. She made Against the Ropes, In the Land of Women, The Women, and Serious Moonlight. Some found an audience, others did not. But her heart was no longer in the Hollywood race. She had spent years moving from one movie to the next, while reporters watched her marriage, her clothes, her face, and every word she said. She wanted room to live, without turning every part of herself into entertainment. She focused on her family. She raised her son, Jack Quaid, and adopted her daughter, Daisy. She left Los Angeles and became much more private. From the outside, it looked like Hollywood had pushed her away. The truth is that Ryan was also choosing to step back. She later explained that there were other parts of being human that she wanted to develop. She wanted acting to be a job, not her whole way of life. That may not sound dramatic, but it changes the story. Meg Ryan wasn't sitting at home waiting for Hollywood to forgive her. She was building a life that didn't depend on Hollywood's approval. After spending time away, she returned as a director with Ithaca. The small drama included her son Jack and a brief appearance by her old co-star Tom Hanks. It was personal, and Ryan had more control behind the camera. Much later, she returned again with What Happens Later. This time, she starred, directed, and helped write the movie. She and David Duchovny play former lovers who become trapped in an airport during a snowstorm. They are older now. They have made mistakes. Instead of dreaming about a perfect future, they have to face the choices they already made. It was a fitting return for Ryan. She wasn't trying to pretend that no time had passed. She was making a love story about people who had lived. More recently, Ryan reunited with Billy Crystal at Katz's Delicatessen for a Hellmann's Super Bowl commercial. They playfully recreated the famous diner scene from When Harry Met Sally. For many viewers, seeing them together felt like meeting old friends again. And if Meg Ryan's films were part of your life, share this video with someone who watched them with you. They will probably have their own favorite memory. So, what really happened to Meg Ryan? There wasn't one event that made her disappear. Her marriage ended in public. The tabloids turned her private pain into a simple story. Some of her films failed. Hollywood offered fewer strong roles to women her age. People judged the way she looked. And when she tried to break away from her sweet romantic image, many viewers did not want to follow her. But something else happened too. Ryan changed. She stopped chasing the version of success that everyone else had chosen for her. She became a mother away from the cameras, explored other interests, and returned to movies only when she had something she wanted to make. For years, Meg Ryan played women trying to find the right person. In real life, she found something different. She found the right way to live for herself. Hollywood wanted America's sweetheart to stay young and familiar forever. Meg Ryan understood that a real person couldn't survive inside that picture. Walking away wasn't the sad ending to her story. It may have been the first decision that truly belonged to her. Tell me in the comments which Meg Ryan performance you will always remember. And subscribe for more documentaries about the stars, movies, and hidden choices that shaped Hollywood.